G'day, Tragic here, and welcome to a channel update. It's a news episode. How exciting, you think? Okay, there's some major things going on. As you know, I had a big break from the channel. There was some life stuff going on, which is now in the past, and I'm back into the hobby. But there's going to be some big changes in the channel coming soon. The biggest change is that the intros to my videos are going to be phased out, as in they're gone. Not phased out, they're gone. Basically, when I started this channel, it was just something fun to do. It was like, I mainly did it as a way to extend playing with my toys. It was me just playing with my toys, but it gave it more of something to do, if you know what I mean. And the reason was because I moved to Sydney from Melbourne, and I left my gaming group, and I had a very hard time finding a new gaming group that was in an appropriate distance from my house. So I started playing lots of solo games, and the channel was literally just a way for me to extend my enjoyment of my toys. But now I've got almost 5,000 subs. I'm really enjoying the interaction I get with the users, with the comments. Commenting is like the crack that drives video bloggers. and that's the thing. I've basically gotten the video blogging bug, I guess you call it. And my intros originally, they get copyright strikes quite often, and I have to do all these weird little tricks to make sure they're not copyright, or spend hours and hours and hours searching for videos. I've got like another YouTube channel, which is like a test channel, which is just for uploading songs. I just upload songs constantly to it to find songs that don't get copyright strikes. And it was just a pain. And now that my channel's quite large, back in the original days, so if my channel got banned or if a video got taken down, who cared? I didn't care, because it was just a way to play. But now that I've got 5,000 subs and the channel's growing and I'm really enjoying it, and I've sort of gotten into the whole video blogging thing, I don't want my channel disabled. I don't want my videos deleted. So unfortunately, because I think it was a kind of a signature of my channel, which made it a little bit more unique than many others, I'm going to completely phase out the video intros to my playthroughs, which has some plus sides. It's turned out that, this is the modern era, and not everyone watches on computer anymore. People use their phones, and some people are using Xbox or PlayStation or little media players, and they couldn't even click on the button to skip the intro. So, some people are getting sick of watching the intros 500 times. So I think it's going to be better for the channel in general, and for the longevity of the channel, especially if the channel gets larger, which, it may not, or it may. Regardless, they're out. Now, at some stage, I'm probably going to do a generic intro, maybe 5 to 10 seconds only, that I will stick at the beginning of the videos, just, like Tragic Prevents or This is Tragic or something like that. And it's going to be a generic animation, a generic introduction that I can just drop images into. If you want to see an example of what I'm talking about, check out JPlay. JPlay has a fantastic intro, which I'm totally going to rip off. I'm not going to rip off what he does in it, but the idea of his intro is awesome. It's short, it's punchy, it's got a little, what do they call it? Royalty-free music. And it's designed in a way that in the editing suite, he can just drop in images of the current game he's playing. So it's different per game. It's a really cool little intro. The link is going to be in the description. Go check it out. And check out his channel. He's a member of Tube Tables, by the way. The link is also in the description. Ooh. Okay, so that's the first thing. They're gone. Second, I'm going to be introducing a new video series. And it's going to be called Tragic Design. And this is I'm going to design a game just for fun. I designed quite a lot of games actually in the years, starting with tabletop war games, board games, RPGs, and they've always been print and play. A lot of them never got out of the design stage. It's a lot easier to design things in your brain than actually make it physical. But I'm going to design a game publicly on the channel, and I'm going to do it with your help, hopefully, as in I'm going to, at key points in the design stage, I'm going to offer up choices to the channel for you guys to vote on. And your votes will direct the game. So the first vote, for example, is going to be on theme, for example. I'll provide you with some options and I'm going to create something. I'm also going to invite everybody who is interested into the public, beta, I guess you'd call it. So I'm going to build a way to prototype it. I'm going to prototype it either in Vassal or in Lackey or in some kind of free application. So everybody can play it and give their thoughts, put information. There'll be threads at Board Game Geek so you could add things in. It's going to be a completely free print on play game. There's going to be no money charged. When it gets finished, I'm going to set it up as a project at makeplayingcards.com or maybe at gamemaker.com. So if people want, they can just click on it and get a nice printed version sent out to them. And of course, anybody who is an active contributor will be credited. It's not about credit, it's just something fun to do. And I think it's going to make an interesting series. So that's something big coming. So keep an eye out for that. And depending on how much user interaction, I think that's what's going to make or sell that series, basically. So that's another big thing coming. We're going to make a game together with any luck. Woohoo! And like I said, based on your input. I'm going to do the designing, thank you very much, but I will take as much advice as needed, but there will be key points in the design that I'll offer up to voting to actually guide the direction we go. And finally, there is going to be a slight increase in a series that I call What Else Is There? I've already done one recently for Conquest at Kismet. Basically, there's many games that I enjoy playing quite a lot and I am very interested in, but I can't play them on the channel. I mean, they just do not work. Even playing it solo and it's not meant to be a solo game like Android, there's some games that just don't work that way. They're just, especially card games, like if I wanted to demonstrate Doomtown or something, you just can't do it. It's just too much stuff going on. So I want to start doing, I guess, what you would call more traditional board gaming videos. The kind of things that, Dice Tower does or Marco does or, Drive Through Gaming does, And yeah, I get it. That's more generic. There's a billion of those channels anyway. I'll still be doing the Let's Plays, and I'm still going to be doing not only solo games, I'm also going to be doing, like I did with Android and Chaos on the Old World, games that aren't designed for solo, but just play them solo. I'm just going to play them solo anyway. And in addition to that is going to be these smaller rule primers and Let's Plays. Not Let's Plays, reviews, basically. They're basically rule primer reviews. Basically the Conquest at Kismet video that I just did, more of them. Just so I can showcase some of these excellent games that I play and love that I just never get to really show people on the channel. So they're the changes. We're going to be doing we're removing the intros. We're going to be doing a new series where I'm going to attempt to design a game that is actually playable and fun, released for free into the community, hopefully with community involvement in the creation process. And I'm going to start increasing my What Else Is There videos, which is going to be smaller games as just a rule primer and basically mini review, okay? And finally, I think I've already mentioned it, I'm also going to still do the Let's Plays, obviously, but I'm also going to incorporate Let's Plays of games that aren't traditionally solo games, because I had a lot of success and a lot of fun playing Android and Chaos of the Old World, and there's many games that I'd love to do, especially interesting war games, you know what I mean, that are really not solo games, but still would be quite cool, I think, to do on the channel. Anyway, I hope you sat through that. My rambling. Well, I am the blatherer. Blathering. So yeah, whatever. That's the news for the channel. And there may be something huge coming in the near future. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll just see what's going on with what I'm doing now. And there could be something large coming as well. Well, that's it from me. Make sure you check out Tube Tables, which is links in the description that takes you to our guild at the Board Game Geek. And I will see you guys next time.